Giving every single member a personalized experience is really hard to do. So we're solving that problem by saying, just let us know what you need. Let us get a chance to get to know you and build a relationship, and we'll get progressively better at serving that in a lot of different ways. Fashion's hard to get right, and so what we decided was the best way to innovate was to keep a person involved in every transaction, to personalize every aspect of the way we deliver our service to you, but to do it in a fun and sort of cheeky and not take ourselves too serious kind of way. My path toward entrepreneurship is not the most direct one. It's sort of an accident. I'm pretty sure I was the only 26-year-old private equity analyst in Boston, Massachusetts who would come home from work having built Excel models all day and turn on a sewing machine. I started tinkering with my own trousers, taking them apart, putting them back together. I'm kind of a combination of both like a business person and a creative person, and I found a way to put those two things together with this first project, which was to make trousers. My best friend and roommate from business school, Andy Dunn, co-founded that business with me. When Andy and I got to a point where our partnership wasn't working as well as it needed to, we decided that I would leave. The saving grace for Andy and I was that we had this shared vernacular from the Stanford Interpersonal Dynamics curriculum, literally called touchy-feely. And you sit around with a group of people and talk about your feelings. And you say, when you say this, it makes me feel this way. And so we had this ability to give each other tough feedback in a way that was still compassionate and honest and direct. And that enabled us to have this kind of, we're not doing well together moment at Bonobos. You talk to most people that have a founder split and they hate each other. And there's lawyers involved. We looked at each other, made a deal, shook hands, and we've been rooting for each other ever since. I also evaluated maybe taking a safer path or not trying to be an entrepreneur again because frankly, I had failed to be a good leader in my first venture, failed to be a good partner. And I think just admitting that and saying, yeah, this is hard, it's not always gonna work, I'm gonna try again. My close friend and professor, Joel Peterson at Stanford, said it's really straightforward. You just gotta go somewhere else and put points on the board. And that's when I decided I was gonna move to Chicago, start this business, and just not look back. There's something elegant about solving a problem for a guy. And I think that that's the part of entrepreneurship that has, allowed me to push through having a founder split in my first business and sweating through the long nights and the darker periods. It takes a certain psyche to sort of be willing to put up with that. Guys love to look good and hate the process of having to get there on their own. We're basically making it really easy for you to get an awesome new wardrobe without ever having to go to the store. You have someone tailoring this experience exactly for your needs. People said that'll never work because you can't afford it, the business model won't work, you won't be able to manage your inventory. And so really I think why it's worked so well in the last 4 years is it's an elegant solution. You have a person who is a finely trained service machine. There is no substitute.